Is that true? Did you tell him it sounded like a scam?
No, facts.
Okay. Yeah. You know, like
Big facts.
Okay.
And what do you know? And they would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
This your boy Stevie D with Gems Talk TV. Let me shout out my Alpha Generals, Generalettes, Alpha Male and Alpha Females in the building. Comment, like, subscribe, promote if you can. What we got right now is Joe Budden giving his thoughts on the DJ Envy and Pena allegations. Let's get right to it.
Is that true? Did you tell him it sounded like a scam?
No, facts.
Okay. Yeah. You know, like
Big facts.
Okay.
And what do you know? And they would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
And that dog.
And that fucking dog. But early in this clip, and this is what I mean about Envy, and we'll get to all of the Tony the Closer gunplay stuff. But just early in this clip, he says, let me play it again, just so I'm clear.
Being facts.
He said, me and Joe don't speak.
He said that one time.
No, I mean, we don't speak, so I mean, there's no stab.
You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thing about don't speak, right? See, and somewhere me and Flip had a conversation about this, I think, at some point. Like, how do you say that you don't speak to somebody? Like, say you haven't spoken, right? But to say you don't speak is like a definite, right? There's certainty to that.
So this is Joe Budden discussing pretty much so far that in another interview, DJ Envy, he must have been flexing at the time when he first started the real estate partnership, and he tried to go to Fab and he tried to go to Joe Budden's with it, and Joe Budden just wasn't in a space to invest a bunch of money. He didn't want to, and he felt a little sketchy about it. And then, you know, at that point in time, DJ Envy, you know, let it be known that him and Joe Buttons don't speak. And there's always been a unspoken contention between them two, especially with Charlamagne the God, that, you know, you never know if they're cool with Joe Budden or not, if Joe Budden is cool with them. It seems like he's always tried to at least keep a cordialship with them because they all come from radio at some point. Of course, Charlamagne the God and Envy and Joe Budden at some point. It's always seemed like he tried to keep some type of relationship with them, but they always throw stabs and jokes, and they do things that would kind of make somebody feel like, you know, they're not on his side. So that's why he was addressing the whole thing about not speaking. So you're not even making it seem as though we haven't spoke for a little while. You're basically letting it be known we don't speak. And, you know, Joe Budden has always, it seems to me, allegedly, he's always been trying to figure out where exactly their friendship fell. So let's get with the rest of the recording. It's a long thing, so I'm going to break it down to where, you know, Joe Budden pretty much feels about DJ Envy being involved or part of the blame to the allegations, the alleged allegations of scam. We'll get into that in my thoughts after.
It bothers me is my wife, the mother of my child, is being verbally attacked. The bigger issue here is my business partner and friend DJ Envy is being brought into something he has nothing to do with. He was never given any money to do any real estate deals with me, nor has he been party to nor has he been party to any deals, negotiations, nor partnerships that I have had with investors that have invested in real estate with me. Him, his family, nor his reputation should be.
Okay, in this clip, you got Joe reading off a statement that DJ Envy's partner, that's being the one really being accused, allegedly being accused of scamming, reading a statement basically trying to pardon his partnership with certain deals that he made within the real estate and those accusing him of a scam. He's trying to pretty much separate himself, which I think is respectable to a point that, you know, he's not trying to tarnish DJ Envy because he probably either isn't scamming, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, or he is and he didn't mean for DJ Envy to get dragged into it. Either way, at least he put out a statement, I guess his way to try to show DJ Envy loyalty, to say that I'm not trying to drag you down with me, and or maybe he did and just feels bad about it, but you know, at least he put out a statement. That's what Joe Budden was explaining or reading social media statement or his online statement allegedly that DJ Envy's partner put down, I guess, out of DJ Envy's defense. So the next clip is going to explain why Joe Budden feels as though DJ Envy is implicated or should be held somewhat liable, or why they would probably hold DJ Envy liable to this alleged scam. So my thoughts afterwards.
I don't think that Joe is a culprit in that. I don't even think Joe is complicit in that. Because in my opinion, to be complicit, you got to have knowledge.
Okay, I disagree with you. You don't need to have knowledge to be complicit. That's not true.
I think so. Because are you really complicit?
Yes.
How?
If after investigation they can show, well, first of all, if the sum gets too large, there's gonna be big investigation.
True.
It's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And when that investigation happens, all they're gonna look to see is, did Envy take 1 penny from an illegal operation?
True.
So in this clip, you got, I forget which one it is, no disrespect to the young brother. I mean, no disrespect, I just forget the name at the moment. Ish or Ice, I think it's Ish, explaining that he discussed with one of his partners that if Joe Budden let him use the platform to promote his business, that he feels as though that he shouldn't be held liable because Joe Budden just gave him the platform and he promoted his business, although he could probably be doing something allegedly or possibly scamming or doing some dirty business. And then within that clip, you hear Joe Budden give his thoughts on why he could possibly be held in implication to the allegations. Joe Budden makes sense, and I could see that he don't want smoke with DJ Envy, not because he's scared, but it's just they had a finicky friendship or a finicky interaction, cordialship, whatever you want to call it. So I think he's just reporting, you know what I'm saying, like everybody else is reporting. I think Joe Budden really don't have any bad blood towards Envy, but I think they could sense tension between the two shows. You could sense where one side might feel like the other side is hating. I don't think Joe Budden is really going in on DJ Envy, but I do believe he questions his space with them or their friendship or their interactions with each other. And I think, you know, there's somewhat of a line drawn in the sand, rather, between Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Joe Budden. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Let me know if y'all disagree with me. Can these brothers come together and squash whatever the tension is? Because it's not really beef. It's just weird tension between people that know each other or were once associates. Comment, like, subscribe, like the video, dislike the video. Let me know what y'all think and give me your thoughts on what Joe Budden was explaining, if y'all agree with him or not. You feel me? 1, 2, 3, I'm out.